Welcome to a very special episode of the Uncovered podcast. Now, imagine waiting years for your BTO or your resale flat and you finally collected your keys. And then you walk in to this empty space of nothing and now you're going, now what?
Hello everybody, I'm Eileen. I'm 16 years in the industry. I'm a real estate agent.
I'm Benjamin from Swissinterior. I've been in the industry for about 10 years now.
We are an interior design firm in Singapore, founded in 2012, with a focus on crafting personalized, functional and customized spaces for residential properties. Our commitment to long-term relationships and our offering of up to a 5-year warranty truly distinguishes us in the industry.
I'm Sudali and I'm a new homeowner. I've been in my new house for almost 2 years.
The moment you moved in, did you do any interior design?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I mean, we did a lot of basic renovations.
How much did you spend on interior design?
About like 40,000.
Is that considered affordable, cheap, or is that minimal?
Did your house have flooring?
No.
No flooring?
Yeah.
I think it's relatively cheap at that time.
Walk me through the process of purchasing a HDB flat or condo in 2025. Has things gotten easier or more complicated?
Things are much easier now. So I guess the first thing that you are concerned about when buying a home is affordability. So if you're buying a HDB, whether it's a BTO or resale, you log on to the HDB website, then you can actually apply for this thing called a HFE.
So what does HFE stand for?
Housing flat eligibility. Right?
Housing flat
Is that right?
eligibility.
Yeah, something like that. So it's actually a HDB to pre-qualify you to see whether eligible to get a flat.
What makes you eligible?
Okay, like for example, if you are single Singaporean above 35, you can buy a resale flat. You can also buy a BTO in non-central locations, like for example, slightly outside, Punggol, Tampines North, or even Woodlands. Like say for example, I have a partner, but I want to know whether I'm eligible for grants, enhanced housing grants. So when you apply and you submit your documents with your income statements, HDB will give you and say, hey, on the documents you submit, you will be eligible for this much grant. So you can plan. You can know how much loan you can take also. For a private property, you can either go to online and check out those mortgage brokers, or you can log into the bank that you intend to take up a loan with. So ballpark, right, to give you a guide is for the amount that you want to purchase, you need at least 30% as your down payment, including your stamp duty and legal fee.
Is that exactly what you had to go through?
Oh no, BTO was very, very simple. It was like you pay a certain amount to try to get your queue number. And then once you get a queue number, you go down and then you pay a deposit or something like that.
2,000, right?
After a while, then you come back to choose your unit.
Okay.
Something like that. It was quite straightforward
So
actually.
it's a very simple process.
Yes.
So it's not complicated and it's very easy to get a house.
Yes.
I've heard some horror stories about people getting their BTOs, right? They say paperwork was a problem. I had to wait for the BTO to be ready for too long. I already waited for years. How come now I have to wait some more? And then they go inside the house, the ceiling got problem, the tiles not done. Why do people have problems with their BTO? It's brand new, it's fresh, you walk in and you got all these problems.
When you enter the house, once they check everything, sometimes you see a lot of blue stickers pasted all around the house.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of stressful for them to see their own house having so many
I mean, you paid so much,
stickers,
right?
Yeah, it's like buying a car and then you feel like, wow, so many scratches, the grass little crack, or then your heart feels very pain because you paid so much, right?
Very sian lah, right?
Yeah.
You pay so much,
Correct,
and you
correct,
come in,
correct.
first thing you see is a crack on the floor.
Correct. Yeah, but then again, all these structural foundation stuff, I can say that it is very normal.
So I have to ask, what's the difference between BTO, resale, and sales of balance flat?
BTO and sales of balance flats are actually the same category. It's just that some of the sale of balance flats, people have the concept that it's all brand new. Not true. If HDB repossess a flat because you owe them money, that goes into the sale of balance flat pool as well. So BTO will be like new blocks, then you actually go and select. Sale of balance flats could be from the previous exercise. There was some balance, maybe one or two, so they lump it together, and the repossessed flats. So sale of balance flats, BTO, both you take direct from HDB. Resale is open market. You can go in, you can see your neighbors, you can see how's the flat, the sunlight, the noise level, and most importantly, you may even like the renovation the previous owner have. So you can save yourself some hassle, buy over, just touch up a bit, can move in already.
Any tips on picking out a good flat?
Okay, so now there's a lot of tech available on the market. So that means you can actually do Google Earth for the area, roughly, and then HDB or your developers will actually give you the site map Like where's the orientation, the facing. So using this, right, more or less you can use that as a judge. Now Singapore, the one thing is you don't want to be facing direct west because that'll be very hot from 12 o'clock all the way until evening. So you really need to know the place a little bit, go down to the side, feel the wind, you know, if there's actually true wind or whether your block is going to be blocked by another one.
Did you think about that? Or
Reno?
before moving in or after moving in?
Oh, definitely before.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because my timeline was very short. So I was on a lease. My lease ended on Christmas. I had to move in before that. If not, I had to extend somewhere, right?
When you collect your keys?
I collect my keys November 20, like
So you
that.
had 1 month
Yeah.
Window.
with no flooring, 1
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
1 month do what?
It can do a lot of things. Turns out with the right mindset, everything can do.
With the right mindset, you can do anything. That's very
right.
true. I'm
It's
very sure.
true.
Did you tell your ID that?
No lah, of course
I'm
not.
sure he told you, yeah, with the right mindset, here's my invoice. Okay, let's just say I collect my keys already.
Yeah.
Right. What's the first thing we should actually do pre-reno?
For BTO, when you collect your keys, right, first thing, number one is to check your defects.
Okay.
Because you don't want to spend money, you renovate. Once everything is done, you move in, then you start seeing issues with the house
Can you give me
itself.
some examples of defects to look out for?
Number one definitely is tiles. Because tiles can become hollow. And when that becomes hollowness in tiles spreads. Yeah. So when you spot 1 or 2, get it fixed immediately, even before re-IDs come in.
I mean, ultimately, right, it all boils down to finding the right ID.
Correct.
How to find the right ID? What is the right ID?
Okay, so we have heard of a lot of ID contractor horror stories, do halfway, take money, then don't appear anymore. So to be really safe that your ID or contractor will not run away, that's number one, the major concern, is to find a Case Trust accredited ID. Case Trust accredited.
Case Trust
Because,
accredited.
so Case Trust is this medium that helps resolve sort of conflicts between IDs and clients or contractors with clients. So if that company is not Case Trust accredited, if anything happens, you don't know who to look for.
How does one get Case Trust accredited? Like, what do you have to put up?
You can see from the company's profile whether there is the Case Trust logo on it.
I'm sure you have it, lah.
Ours, swissinterior, we have. Yeah. And
You heard that?
then-
They have, huh?
Yeah, and then number two is you have to make sure that the company is in the business for at least 5 to 10 years. Yeah, number three, GST registered.
But then all the new IDs, you know, all the new ones in the market, you know, they got all this like Christmas deal, the too good to be true.
Like packages
deals.
or this,
Yeah,
right?
you know GST ma, because not 5 years, what?
Wow, I got something to say, yeah.
Please.
So when I first started in the industry, right, I actually went with a client to sit in at this ID. I was wondering what would they propose.
Okay.
So my contractor lines was like, okay, client budget only 20,000, only 3 page. Then we went to this ID. Wow, 6 pages long, yeah. Now my customer decided to go with the 6 pages long. I was like, why? My contractor put hacking whole house, one price. This one is hack living room wall, hack kitchen wall, hack toilet wall. That's why it went up to 6 pages. But then I picked out details like the whole kitchen, only 2 plug, electrical plug. I was like, huh? Whole kitchen eh? One for the fridge, one for the dryer. Then no more plug for the rest of the thing.
That's the 6-page one.
The 6 page one eh? Then living room, 1 light point. How?
But is there like things you can do and cannot do? Because I know HDB has some restrictions.
For HDB units, right, we cannot do concealment of water piping, gas piping, and electrical points, electrical sockets. Yeah. For BTO, right, if you want to do concealed wiring, actually we need to run the electrical wiring in the walls, right, using the GI tube. It's a metal tube, and we need to submit single line drawing to HDB. That is the proper way of doing
What
it.
happens if I don't submit all this and I just do?
Don't say the ID do one.
Don't say the ID.
I will tell you what will happen.
Come.
When you want to resell the flat, HDB will actually send someone for inspection. Okay, after you submit your application for sale, they will come in and see whether you have any illegal alterations to the house. They will check. they'll check your window, and if they cannot see your trunking and all that, they will be like, okay, where are the wires?
So should my ID tell me these things are illegal, or my ID is just going to do whatever I tell
It's
you to
better that it's better that you make sure that they know
do?
And they submit.
and they let you know whether what can be done, what cannot be done, and whether what requires submission for permits.
Okay.
Hacking down of walls, you have to apply for with HDB. Changing your windows, you have to apply with HDB and BCA. Yeah, with BCA because this is exterior.
So it's a red flag if my ID don't tell me lah.
If they say everything can, 100% everything can,
That's the problem.
then you need to be a bit careful.
Change ID lah.
Not say change ID, but you have to, because sometimes you may like this ID, but you say everything can, but you have to just to make sure whether it really can or not.
As an ID, right? Do you spend time with your clients to get to know their personality? Because I feel like your home should reflect.
That is my number one priority.
Do you do that? Do you spend time getting to know them
I
personally?
have to.
Okay.
If not, I will not be doing my job.
So how important is it to match the lifestyle into the planning of the house?
So I always tell my client, as an ID over 10 years, I learned a lot. I've made mistakes in the trade as well, but I will do my best to rectify. Ultimately, my aim is actually to really make homes that are really homes to these homeowners. You come back, you feel comfortable. You don't want to spend so much money in a house, and then you see a lot of things in time that is maybe it's not something that is really suitable, or makes you feel inconvenienced.
But I really like what you just said. I do this because I want people with homes to feel at home, to have a proper home.
Because it's in my interest to.
Which is
and,
very nice.
Yeah, and we live in that home. We live in our house. You don't want to feel.
Yeah.
You wake up, you want to feel comfortable, not like, so heavy, so overwhelming. You don't want to feel like that. Yeah.
Which is very nice. I mean, if I heard that, I would like, yeah, let's go with this guy. Because it's heart. Because when you do something with heart, and usually things come out beautiful. Instead of
that's
just doing
true.
it for the sake of doing things.
Yeah.
So with that, what's your one tip for new homeowners based on what we've learned today?
One tip is if you really want to choose your ID, right, please go and see their current works.
Yeah,
Portfolio, their current works, like the work in progress, you can see their workmanship, that's one. If the ID don't even have an existing project to show you, you also must slow down and proceed with care. That one is one.
Don't rush into decision making. You must know what you really want for this house. You must have a vision. I think vision is very important because buying house is not cheap already. Renovation sometimes can be not cheap as well. So it's good that you know what you want, your space, everything. Then the next thing is for BTO owners or resale, there are packages also. I think packages is catered to the average public. So it is just a basic package. Price can be attractive, but quite sure that there would be some additional costs along the way. So you have to be prepared for that.
Okay, well that's fantastic.
Yeah, because packages, I would say, everything is very basic. You talk about foundation, talk about cabinetry, everything is just plain and simple. You want to have fluted panels, you want to have glass, you want to have different laminate textures. Usually those have material costs. Yeah, you have to be prepared for that. Not everything is within the package they can do for you.
I will just summarize what I learned today. You already spend so much money to buy your house. Don't be afraid to spend a little bit more to create that home for yourself. And what I've learned from you guys is don't rush into it, pre-plan, and make sure you take a second look, feel your home, learn about your personality and lifestyle, and then take all that and find the right ID with a heart to build your dream home, because you are going to live there for a long time.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned today.
Correct.
Whether you're buying your first BTO or navigating a resale, I hope this podcast has saved you at least one panic attack. And if there's anything I learned, make sure to plan in advance and meet your IDs that you like. And in this case, Swiss Interior. Find Benjamin. Approve?
Approve.
Approve, huh? I also
Very good,
approve.
very
Huh?
good.
My new house, I sure call him. And with that, I would like to thank my guests. And to all of you, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yay!